I don't watch the Oscars, but last night, is that real? Was that fake? Did Will Smith do that? Did Chris Rock deserve that if it was the truth? Let me know in the comments. But hey, let's get after these prize picks. Hey, what's going on? It is Craig, aka Cash Cake, back with another NBA Prize Picks video. I got 5 picks for you here. We got a massive 9-game slate. Dropped 3 early. Again, the early video didn't have a whole lot that was out there. They weren't official. I like these 5 that I have out here. You can still mix and match with the early ones if you do like them, if you want to play them. But hey, let's just dive right into these real quick. Before that, hit that like button for me. Subscribe to the channel if you find any of this information valuable, and hopefully it helps you win some money. Love seeing the comments. You guys went and taking down some good cash last night. And let's just keep this thing going. Let's go. All right, like always, NBA desktop version of Prize Picks is up here. If you do not have an account, head on over there and use that code DFS Army and get 100% instant deposit match up to $100. And if you are new to Prize Picks, you are eligible for a free month of DFS Army. All you got to do is follow the directions below and be a new account holder for Prize Picks and deposit $20, and you get a new VIP for DFS Army and get all the goodies that we have, not just basketball, all the sports. But with that, we also have a Prize Picks tool that is part of our DFS Army VIP membership. Basically takes my projections, takes the API from Prize Picks, bounces them off, tells you the best play with the best edge. It is a sweet tool, and you get access to that. So again, more research information for you if you want to sign up for DFS Army VIP membership. But with that, let's dive into these 5 picks. We got 5 of them on board. I'm going to start with one that tilted some of you guys, with just missing it in a blowout against Milwaukee. And we're going down, and we're talking about Memphis Grizzlies, man. And I'm going right back to Desmond Bane, over 28.5 points, rebounds, and assists here. Again, going up against Golden State Warriors, which are hurting themselves. Because they're going to rest. Klay Thompson's doubtful. Draymond Green's doubtful. Otto Porter's doubtful. So basically, it's going to be Wiggins and Poole here. Memphis is favored by 11, so you do worry about the blowout a little bit here as well. 221.5 over under. That would be the only concern I have here. But he should be doing a little bit of everything. He's went over this mark in 7 of his last 10 games, just missing with a half there at Milwaukee. I'm going to go back to it. He owes me a little bit of money. I feel like it's a great matchup here. You can't look at the Golden State numbers being ranked 5th in points, 5th in rebounds, 4th in assists, because it's not the same team. All their stud guys are rusting. There's no Curry, no Thompson, no Green. When you take all those guys out, you have to take the numbers and just throw them out the damn window. And I'm going to go over on this Desmond Bane, over 20.5 points, rebounds, and assists. You can't be, short-sighted when it comes to if a play hurts you or not. I believe this is a good over. So I'm going to go over here. Hopefully Poole can get it going and Wiggins, and they can keep this game competitive enough for Desmond Bane to smash this. Second play, we're going to go in this points, rebounds, assists, and just on the other side of it. Yes, you could take Poole, but I'm going to go Andrew Wiggins here, over 25.5 points, rebounds, and assists. He's going to have to do a little bit of everything here. He's played the last 2 games he's played, or 3 games he's played without Steph Curry and Klay Thompson in. He's went over this mark at 33 against Detroit on November 19th. The Pelicans, January 6th, he put up 26. And then in Miami, in a tough matchup on March 23rd, he put up 26 as well with no Curry or Thompson. So get a better matchup here against Memphis, I believe. Again, he's going to have to go over this. These 2 plays kind of correlate really well together, because if Desmond Bane's going to crush this, Andrew Wiggins definitely is going to crush this. So maybe you want to take these 2 plays and make a 2-man power play out of it, with both sides of it, saying if the game goes close, they're both going to have to go over here. Both their numbers are too low. I do like both. I probably prefer Wiggins more than Bane, just because it's a lower number and he's going to have to, do a lot more. But that doesn't mean Desmond Bane can't get there as well. But that's how we're going to start out these 2 plays. Next one, we're going to go, I talked about this one in an early video that I did for another site, and we're going to go over here and we're going to talk about Wendell Carter Jr. and we're going to go over 15.5 points for him here. When he is in, even if it's a tough matchup going up against Cleveland, he has been shooting great. He's played Cleveland once this year back on November 27th, put up 19 points. The juice is on the over around -120, -125 for him out there. He's went over this mark in 5 of his last 5 games and 8 of his last 10, shooting really well. Cleveland's 9-point favorite with a 217 over under, but he's averaging around 15 shots a game, 33 minutes a game over his last 10, shooting threes, free throws. He's doing a little bit of everything. He's basically taking this team over and putting it on his back. So I do like him a lot more than Cole Anthony. I've talked about that today as well. But, you know, he's going to be out there. He's going to be chucking a ton. And he's got the better matchup, I think, out of all the guys that he has. If he goes up against Lauri Markkanen, he should be able to eat him alive. And as long as he's shooting the ball, this 15.5, he could get there either way. And maybe we want to look at him as a first half as well. Let's go pull over here real quick and see if we got a first half play on him. Maybe that's a safer play. So if we go look at Wendell Carter Jr. 7.5, maybe this is a better play to play. Play the half of Wendell Carter Jr. first half. Let me pull up the stats on him real quick, and we'll check the half on the fly here, as I didn't have this information pulled up. But if we take out Wendell Carter Jr.'s over 7.5 points and look what he's done, yeah, I think this is the play for me. Let me see here. We look at his Wendell Carter Jr. first half game log, pulling him up. Yeah, 10, 13, 14, 16, 8, 8, 11, 8, 11, 8, 9, 8. So he's went over that in 11 of his last 11 games. I'm changing this pick. I still like the over 15.5 if you want to take that and mix and match it. But just digging this a little bit more. And if this thing gets out of control, I would much rather take the first half here. So we're going to change this, man. We're going to go on the fly. We're going to go Wendell Carter Jr. Over 7.5 points first half here. Again, I went over this 11 of the last 11 games, even in some tough matchups against Phoenix, Philly, he put up 16 points. Brooklyn, that was an easy matchup. But yeah, we're going to take this one instead of the full game here. So I'm still fine with either one of them if you want to play them. But first half feels really good to me. So maybe if you're playing on a real true book out there, you take Wendell Carter Jr. over 15.5. But first half, 7.5 here at Prizepicks. I think that's the way to go in some of these games. We're worried about blowouts, worried about these teams struggling a little bit. I think that's the way to go, and that's the way we're going to lean here. So the next one we're going to go here, we're going to go to points full game. We're going to go to DeMar DeRozan. This is a we're going to go to over 23.5 points for DeMar DeRozan. The Bulls need a win super bad here. Going up against, the Knicks. Knicks ranked 7th in points, 20th in 3-point percentage. He doesn't shoot threes. But the thing is he's played the Knicks 3 times this year. The last 2 times, on December 2nd, he's put up 34 points. And on November 21st, he put up 31, and then back on October 28th, he put up 20. They need a win. I think DeMar DeRozan is going to take this game in his hands and say, hey, give me the ball. I'm going to shoot. His shots have been down over his last 4 games outside of the Milwaukee game where he took 23, but before that, 17, 14, 14. Before that, we saw massive shots of 30, 25, and 26 back in early March, and I think we're going to get back to there at DeMar DeRozan. So I like the over on DeMar DeRozan, 23.5 points here. And then the last one we're going to go to is kind of a funky one, but I feel like the line's too low for this. And it's Jeff Green over 12.5 points, rebounds, and assists here. Great matchup going against Charlotte. He's played Charlotte once this year. On December 23rd, he put up 16 points, rebounds, and assists. Charlotte is a horrific defensive team. 27th in points allowed, 29th in rebounds allowed, 29th in assists allowed. This 12.5 feels a little bit too low. He's went over this mark in 6 of his last 10 games. And I said what he did against Charlotte. I think the minutes are going to be 25 to 26. He put up 25 minutes in that game against Charlotte. The shots have been their last 3, 9, 6, and 10. He gets you some rebounds, gets you some assists. It just feels a little bit too low to me. This line should be closer to 14.5 to 15.5, in my opinion, in this particular matchup. So we're going Jeff Green over 12.5 points, rebounds, and assists. So if we got to rank these for me, if I had to rank these for you, I'm going number 1, Wendell Carter Jr. over 7.5 first half points. I have to state this every time. People are like, the line's 15.5. No, it's not. It's first half points over 7.5. Always blows my mind when people ask me this because, I think you're just looking at the video, not listening into it. But first half points. Second one, we're going to go to DeMar DeRozan over 23.5 points against the Knicks. I think they're going to need him a lot here. Third one, we're going Andrew Wiggins over 25.5 points, rebounds, and assists. Number 4, we're going Desmond Bane over 28.5 points, rebounds, and assists. And then number 5, we're going Jeff Green over 12.5 points, rebounds, and assists. And those are the 5 I got for you here. Hope you guys have a fantastic Monday. I will link the early video as well if you want to check that out. Mix and match these 2 and 3 man power plays. That's how I play. But you play how you play. Go with your gut. Never let someone talk you off your plays. And hopefully at the end of the day, your screens are green. Hit that like button on your way out. I'll see you guys on the flip side. Deuces.